Citizens of Sarovia, I consider it necessary today to speak about the tragic events in Nassau and the key aspects of ensuring the security of Sarovia. For almost half a year, the Jacobite enemy has been a plague on the Sarovian people. This plague fortunately does not come in the form of genuine threat or harm to the new Sarovian Empire. They have been defeated in battle multiple times. Their guilds are inactive and dead. Their plague comes in the form of annoyance and spiteful, childish behavior. Multiple times we have offered the rebels a return to the status quo. We have offered the Jacobite rebellion the chance to return to Sarovia as it was before the rebellion. We have offered the Jacobite rebellion to run an independent guild separate from the new Sarovian Empire. Each time it has been rejected. Each time the rebellious children threw their temper tantrums, while the new Sarovian Empire continues with innovation and activity. The rebellion is always there, trying their best to remain relevant. This brings me to the situation in Nassau. We can see that the forces that began the civil war have no intention of ceding power. They are keeping their rebellion alive on paper only and have abandoned the path of a peaceful conflict settlement. For half a year, for endless months we have been doing everything possible to settle the situation by peaceful political means. 3 treaties were drafted and proposed. The Jacobites only wanted Sarovian surrender. All of these attempts were in vain. If we look at the sequence of events and the incoming reports, the official death of these rebels cannot be avoided. It is only a matter of time. However, even now they attempt to thwart and subvert our democracy, our stability, our legitimacy and engage in tyrannical acts on their own members. Those in the Jacobite rebellion who support the legitimate Sarovian government have repeatedly petitioned for Crown forces to intervene and finally put down the Jacobite rebellion. Other than military action, which Crown forces won that day, I have urged restraint on behalf of the new Sarovian Empire in order to come to a peaceful conclusion. With this context, in accordance with my powers in Article 3, Section 5 of the Constitution of the new Sarovian Empire and on the advice of my government, I am once again repeating Sarovian demands that Jacobite forces present themselves for negotiation in order to return to lawful Sarovian authority or to sign a treaty that will officialize the Jacobites as a legal country such as Nassau or Sacro. These talks must happen no later than the 8th of March, but official recognition and acceptance of talks from the Jacobite leadership must reach the Foreign Office no later than the 1st of March. Failure to agree to diplomatic channels by the 1st of March will result in a special military operation against the Jacobite rebels to swiftly bring them to the negotiation table. The purpose of this operation, should it be necessary to occur, is to bring an end to needless conflict that has occurred for half a year. The soldiers under the rebellion leadership have been facing humiliation perpetrated by the Jacobite regime. To this end, we will seek to demilitarize and pacify the Jacobites in open rebellion in Nassau to bring about a peaceful alternative. It is my firm opinion that the only way this civil strife can end is through peaceful negotiation. The Jacobite rebel soldiers have repeatedly asked for peace. The only thing stopping them are the friends they have made along the way. It must be signaled to the new Sarovian Empire by the Jacobite High Command that they are willing to oblige by the March 8 talk deadline as previously agreed and to cease all aggressive actions on the new Sarovian Empire such as military action, espionage, sabotage and more. Long live the new Sarovian Empire, and Stefan be with all of my subjects, Jacobite or loyalist.